Now let's explain how to manipulate the product library interface. After starting up the main interface, product library is displayed. In the center is the product list, and the function key on the right can operate the product list. Processing, select the product and click T. I enter the product operation interface. U, select the product and click to enter the product programming interface. Copy, select the product you want to copy and click, enter the new product name. You can complete the copy of the product. Search, you can enter the customer name, product name, type optional data, graph, all. The modification date range of the product can also be defined. The system supports fuzzy search, such as you type AB, then you can find all products that contain the AB character, such as DAB, ABE, ABC, etc. Recent, click on the recent icon and T. Product list will be reordered by last modified date. All, click on the All icon and the product list will be sorted by product name. New, select the type of product you want to create. Data, or graph, you can enter the product creation navigation process. You need to follow the system prompts to add the product step by step. Delete, select the product you want to delete and click to delete it. Now let's show you how to program a data product. Click Add on the right and select Data Product as the new product type. The system pops up the basic parameters of the product input box. We first enter the customer name and product name. Mode, you can choose angle mode or position mode. Here we use the default angle mode. We modify the thickness of the sheet material to 1.5 mm. Material of choice, iron. After completing the input, click Confirm below to enter the interface of Data Product Programming List. In order to facilitate user operation, we have deeply optimized the programming mode of the data product to realize the combination of editing and running, that is, after the user has completed the setting of the product, click the Run button at the bottom right, and the system see and execute the Run command on the original page, eliminating the tedious page jump. The bend list is displayed in the center of the page. A row indicates a bend. First, we need to configure the mold. Select the upper die and select the upper die you want to use in the expanded upper die list. Then select the lower module. Select the lower module you want to use in the expanded lower module list. Bending type free bending is used by default. Click to switch to other bending modes, such as bottom bending, flat bending, and bottom bending. Width refers to the bending width of the plate. Here we enter 1500 mm. Angle, the angle at which the plate needs to be bent. Fill in as needed. Here we use the default 90 degrees. Opening height, small workpiece can choose a small opening. Here we input 40 mm. X-axis distance we put in 40 mm. Size type, optional inner or outer size. You can also choose to close. If you choose to close, the system will no longer participate in the automatic calculation. Backing, the distance that the X-axis automatically receded during the bending process can avoid collision between the plate and the stop finger. R-axis, the vertical position of the back gauge. Deflection, the amount of movement generated when a hydraulic or mechanical compensation cylinder exerts an upward force on the table when processing a product. When processing products with larger widths, the bending target angle is consistent. Speed transfer point, the conversion point of the slider from the fast down speed to the work speed. The parameter set here is the distance of the speed transfer point above the plate. The default value of the transfer point of the lower die speed is used. Pressure, maximum tonnage, that can be adjusted when pressing. Calculated automatically by the system. Step change mode, used to determine when the next bend is effective after the bend is over, that is, when to change steps. 1. Change at the end of the return journey. 2. External mode change, for example, waiting for robot signal change. 3. Unload and change steps. Step change delay, delay before the step change. Holding time, the pause time of the upper die at the bending point. Working speed, specifies the speed of the slider in the working process. Unloading speed, specify the speed of the slider in the unloading stroke. Unloading distance, unloading stroke after bending, used to release working pressure. Number of cycles, the number of times the process is to be repeated, ranging from 0 to 99, where 0 indicates that the process is skipped. Parallelism, the difference between the left and right cylinders, Y1, Y2. If this parameter is positive, the right cylinder is lower than the left cylinder, and if this parameter is negative, the right cylinder is higher than the left cylinder. The value set is valid within the limits of the maximum parallelism of the parameter. Finger gauge, the position selection of the stop finger is set by the machine tool, set in the stop material, and the user can set the stop finger information, such as the optional stop index. Backing, if a yield occurs, you need to select whether to make the Y-axis wait until the yield operation is complete. No, when conceding, the Y-axis does not wait for the concession to be in place, and directly down, yes, in the concession, the Y-axis waits for the concession to be in place before the slider comes down. On the right are related function keys. New. A new corner will be added to the last corner of the list. Insert, insert a bend above the selected bend. Switch, select the two corners you want to switch and click switch to switch the positions of the two corners. Delete, select the curve you want to delete and click delete. Large arc bending, if you need to change a bend to a large arc, select the bend and click the large arc. You can set the angle, radius, number of segments and number of cycles of the arc. Correction, click on the bottom to open the correction window. You can correct a single curve, or global correction. Upper bend, lower bend, click the moving cursor to replace the current selected bend. The upper left is the actual value of each axis, because the current version is demo, there is no actual value. At the bottom left are the basic parameters. You can modify the material and thickness previously set. You can also set the number of products. The number of products can be set in two ways. You can set the product count direction to schedule or unlimited in the constant settings. Unlimited mode, from the current number of products to add up, you need to set the number of processed, the system running statistics of all processing. Planning mode, set the number of products you want to process, start counting from 0 when the system is running, until the preset number is reached. If you need to continue running, you can modify the number of products. Single step mode, once the single step mode is opened, the system will automatically stop every bend after running, and you can bend again when you click the run button, but it will not automatically change steps. You need to manually switch the next bend. The single step mode is off by default, and after running, the system will continue to process until all products are processed. The connected product refers to the next product that automatically runs after the current product is finished. Click to find the product you want to connect. The icons at the top of the interface are manual automatic. Ore pump. Angle model. Current process, total process. Status. Number of cycles, total cycles. Customer name, product name. Y1, Y2 actual value. Time and date. After the data product is programmed, click the customer name, product name, select confirm, save, and exit. If you want to run the current product directly, click the Run button at the bottom right to start running. Click the Stop button when you stop.